Alright lads, welcome back to Bug Report, because that's what we're doing right now with the arena game mode, which there was maintenance last night, which for the most part have fixed most of the problems. And having said that, there is still a lot of problems, and that's what we're talking about today. We also got a hefty amount of compensation and more to come, so Caleb, in my opinion, are doing a very good job in terms of the compensation and trying to fix these problems, but at the same time, this shouldn't have released until it was fully ready, because I know a lot of us are now starting to play the game a lot more often, because for the most part the bugs, even though they're still there, it's still way more playable right now after last night's maintenance. I've actually haven't really experienced any kind of problems right now. I've been playing with my guildmates, I've been playing by myself, and if I'm being honest, like 95% of my games I'm getting into, and I haven't seen anyone really disconnect. So right now it's definitely way more playable, and because of that I will be streaming my arena runs maybe tomorrow or the day after, definitely within the next week, because I can do that now. Prior to this I couldn't, because we'd be sitting there for like an hour and I'd have to play by myself, which I don't want to do. So let's talk about all the issues and some of the stuff that has been stated for today. So if you actually come to the issues with the arena, there is a lot, and I'm not going to mention all of them. Like, look at this. There is so many unfixed issues right now, which hopefully do get fixed in the coming days. But for the most part, even though all these problems are still there, they're unlikely to happen now, at least from what I'm seeing. Again, one of the bigger ones was the fact that you'd go into a game and you'd be stuck on the loading screen. And it would pretty much come down to who leaves last, because if you actually were the one that stayed into that loading screen, let's say for like 20 minutes, the game would eventually start when every player disconnects, and you'd have a free win. So I think that's how some people are doing it. Quite frankly, lads, that's how I got my CS Soif onto rank 5. I actually just relied on some of these free wins that were given out to me, which did actually kind of help. But this right now, even though it still is an unfixed issue, I'm not really experiencing it right now. All my games today have been smooth sailing. I've been playing with my guildmates, I've been playing by myself, and I haven't had any kind of problems. Even though there's still a lot of problems right here, if I'm being honest, I'm not experiencing them, which I really do like. It's still, you know, problems are still there, but they're being worked on. And I think for the most part, today is the first day where the game mode is actually playable. You know, prior to today, before the maintenance that happened last night, yeah, you were lucky to get into a game. And that's whoever was number one for the last 2 days were pretty much in that spot because they were lucky to get into the games and win at the same time. That being said, we also have some compensation. So let's actually talk about this one. So apparently one of the problems was that the arena order to play and finish 25 arena games was supposed to give you a 6-star summon ticket, the arena edition, which is a very limited pool of characters. Or it's not a very limited, but it essentially doesn't include the new characters. So there's no point in saving the arena tickets. You might as well use them straight away because it's not going to get updated. But what was actually happening is that they were giving a 6-star summon ticket. So instead of getting the arena ticket, we got a 6-star ticket. Now, Caleb were nice enough to actually still allow you to get that ticket. So if you haven't already done a play and finish 25 arena games, you can still get that ticket, and at the same time you can now still get the corrected ticket that we were supposed to get, the arena ticket. So because of this mess up, Caleb have now essentially allowed us to get a free 6-star summon ticket. So one more to like the 6 that we were already getting for free, which, you know, is kind of a funny mess up. I don't think anyone's complaining about that, but we're very appreciative of that mess up. And you know, extra trans points, or in certain cases, if you're a new player, that's a new character to be playing around with. So very much appreciative of that. And then also right here, you know, give props to Kayla for this one, right? Compensation for issues with the arena. And this is by far probably one of the better compensations that we have been given in the last couple months. There is still compensation to be given out with all the current bugs that have still yet to be fixed. They still haven't compensated for the ODU bug that Spy has been mentioning a lot of the times, which again, they should hopefully do something about that. There's other bugs that they haven't really compensated properly for, you know, with how Global was down for like 12 hours, then they gave 5 orbs, but this time they gave a pretty nice message, so let's read it out. So essentially they're saying, we'd like to give this opportunity to apologize for all the issues that have been happening in the arena game mode, and they are profoundly sorry for the multiple instances of players being adjudged to have been inactive during play sessions, though no fault of their own. So obviously, again, the first couple days, even yesterday too, people were getting stuck in the loading screens, they were closing the app and they were getting warnings, and some people got a 6-hour ban. Caleb have stopped that. So right now, if you want to be inactive, which I don't suggest you do, or if you want to leave a game way, and let's say you're a rank 7 and above, which normally leaving a game would either lose trophies or you'd get an inactive warning if you quit off the app. Now, you can do that without being punished, but obviously once all the issues have been fixed, you won't be able to leave or disconnect from the app without being, you know, punished for it, because that would be kind of toxic for your teammates. And then they also mentioned that we would like to assure all of our great players that every member of the Bleach team is working hard to get everything fixed as soon as possible. Now, I very much like this message. I don't know, it's been a while since Caleb have, like, apologized for this, you know, with the error that we had with the, you know, maintenance for global that was down for, like, the entire day. They didn't apologize like this. They just said sorry for the mess up, here's 5 orbs. Like, they genuinely feel sorry for this, and I do appreciate it, because we can tell with this arena game mode, Caleb, from the looks of it, did put a lot of time into this specific game mode to make it as enjoyable as it possibly is, and I'm sure most of the people at the KGS team, or the Caleb team themselves, the Bleach team as they say, are a bit unsatisfied or sad to see, like, what the arena currently is, the current state it is in right now. And they also do mention, and it's the best part of the entire video, as a temporary compensation measure, all players will receive 50 orbs and 50 soul tickets. That's nice. That is very nice. I mean, it's only 50 orbs. It's only 2 singles. But lads, like, comparing it to all the compensations that we have received in the last 2 years, 5 orbs, it's been a meme at this point. And to receive 50 orbs right now as a compensation, a temporary compensation, mind you, gladly take that. And I'm going to have to clap for Caleb, right? Because that is quite impressive. And again, this is only temporary, so we are going to be still getting more compensation in the future. There are still a lot of bugs to be fixed, so we are still going to be receiving potential more orbs and soul tickets. I would personally like to receive an extra 200 orbs. In that case, then, you know, that means you can just buy the battle pass just for a free like 2 weeks. You can get a free battle pass if they do want to do that. But we're definitely going to be getting more orbs on top of the 50 that we have received today. And then finishing it off, they do say, once again, from everyone in the Bleach team, we are very, very sorry for all the trouble and frustration these issues have caused. We hope you stick with us while we get everything sorted and continue to enjoy the game. Again, this is just a very nice apology message. You can't complain about this, and I feel appreciated, right? I feel like Caleb understand the frustration, and they aren't just, you know, they aren't just trashing 5 orbs aside saying, okay, we're fixing it, just wait. Like, they actually generally feel sorry, and that's what I'm feeling from this specific notice. And that's why I'm making a video on it, because I feel like it's worth talking about. And again, I'm not sure if it's just me. Whenever they ever use the term Bleach team, have they ever called themselves that? I don't think so. But going forward into the future, hopefully this is a step in the right direction in terms of compensations, and whether it's for arena or something else in the game, when there's something messed up, I really hope we get similar treatment to like this, where we get the rightful amount of compensation. And Caleb still have to prove themselves. This is all nice and all, but they still have to prove themselves for all the other stuff that might potentially happen in the future, and also some of the stuff that hasn't been sorted out. The Tapjoy stuff, right? If you actually don't know about that, the Tapjoy was promoted to be giving 50% extra rewards. They didn't do that. And they haven't said anything about it. And, you know, obviously the Uryu compensation, which they still haven't done yet. So we'll have to wait and see how that does roll out. But so far, props to Caleb, they did a pretty good job in terms of this compensation. But that being said, lads, that was the video for today. Probably a short one, but I am actually currently working on a top 10 tips to win games in Arena, which will be coming out later today, so do stay tuned for that. It'll probably be out in the next hour or two. Get ready for that. You might learn something new from that video, maybe, who knows. It depends on the type of player you are. But that being said, hope you guys did enjoy the video, and I'll see you lads next one. Peace.